Hello, I'm N.W.O, and you're watching Expoz, November 21, 2016, at 1:08 a.m., Birmingham. And topic, um, wow, New World Order. They plan a major disruption on January 20, 2017, on the day they swear in Donald Trump as president. And they also plan another attempt. They are planning another attempt on his life. And look, I've heard this more than one time. The prophecy about this also mentions it, but it doesn't give it. It doesn't tell you how many times. But look, they had it. The UN was ready to step in this country once the war began, which would be, well, by tomorrow, by Tuesday, with Russia. Had Trump not been elected, we'd be going to war tomorrow, and you and I wouldn't even know anything about that. But a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has been kept quiet about it. And believe me, if there is an attempt, any attempt, you will see the militia and every group anywhere resembling that name, Oath Keepers, anyone else, come out of the woodwork. They're going to be here. We're going to be there to protect the president. And the New World Order thought that was just it, that they were the New World Order. And of course, this is the Illuminati, who are the ones who's planning this, along with Pope Francis. And after reading multiple of these things, I mean, my gosh, there's a list of them. And WikiLeaks is also supplying information that they don't know that we know. And that is absolutely being implemented as a barrier of protection right now. And the assassination attempt may be only an attempt, because it will not succeed. And I was going through a lot of things. I probably read about 8 of them or 9, which are long. And one of them, the talking about Hillary, that the Benghazi attack, she was zoned, that Hillary is so drunk she couldn't respond. All she could do was stay in bed, but yet she didn't give an okay to go and do her job and save our people in Libya. Also had a long, and this is WikiLeaks, by the way, and I read the letter that wrote, of all people, the Sister Brotherhood, which is the twin of the Muslim Brotherhood, or the Sisterhood, whatever, which her mother is the head woman in that. And her brother helps run the Sisterhood shop, you can say. They're both terrorists, either way you look at it. And Luma has untold documents by the thousands in the hands of the Muslim world. But she continued in her letter to talk about Hillary Clinton. She said, this woman can't do her job. I have to hold her up. And if you watch closely on several blogs, you'll see her holding a brown bottle, mostly in her left hand. She's snockered. She's drunk. Also said that she has multiple, sometimes seizures on a daily basis, and somebody's always on standby with EpiPen. We saw that, and I didn't say the word Narcan, but that may have been one of them. Clinton, the reason for the handover was just for nothing but for greed. Handed this thing over to the UN, and the UN would become the New World Order, and here we are. The Illuminati's happy. They got what they want. But guess what, Illuminati? You're set back at least 4 years, if not a whole lot longer than that. But I can say this. One day, Satan has to come finish his job. It's biblical, but we don't know when. But I believe the fact that God brought Trump up for this day to get America, number one, I'm sure the first thing is do away with Roe versus Wade ASAP. But he's got to replace Ginsburg and Roberts, and he'll do that right away. And another is put prayer back into schools ASAP. And then another, Judge Roy Moore here in Alabama has fought this battle for a long time. He's been put in jail. He's lost his job. He's been fined. His family's been beaten and battered. And he has lost about every penny he's had, all to keep the 10 Commandments on the wall in the courthouse. Well, it's not there, but it's coming back, not only to his courthouse, but to every courthouse, including the one that just removed it last week. Look, this special interest group has no hold over Donald Trump. Not one. You guys will go away. You will melt into the woodwork until you may come out again. But when you come out again, that is when the Antichrist will come and bring in Satan so he can finish his work. And you guys can work together on whatever it is that you want to do. But I just want to make it loud and clear. Our country is going to be bigger, stronger, and better than I can remember. And, well, I'll take that back. I remember when this country was a massive, mighty giant. I started to school in 1955. In 1958, prayer was gone, and it just kind of slowly disappeared over 2 years in our school. Grammar school, that is. Got high school, and there was no prayer. And not too many years after I left the high school, there was no prayer at all allowed, so then they went to the flagpole. That's the new prayer meeting. And then they tried to stop that because it's on public property, or rather school property, which is public. It is our money that built that. And but thank God our kids found a way around all that. There was 2 years ago, maybe it was 3, when they were trying to shut down every football team, every graduation, a prayer before any event, especially graduation. And they said it's forbidden to use the word God. They didn't want Jesus, because when you pray in Jesus' name, so they came up with a very unique way. The speaker, the head, I can't remember his name, but the guy of the senior class, the spokesperson, what am I trying to say? You know, he stood up to make a speech, and he sneezed. And when he sneezed, 290 seniors stood up and said, "God bless you." And they sat back down. And he was done with the speech. Guys, we got a man here that loves this country. We got a man here that's going to put us back on the pedestal, not in a bad way. We just need to be there to ward off anybody that's coming or will think they may want to come after us. Look, now, another quick example, Minnesota, I think, a woman, I don't recall her name, but I read the story a little bit ago. She has cancer. She's dying of cancer, and it's her and her child. And she supported Donald Trump in outspoken support of him. Her car was stolen, and there was 2 burglary attempts on her home. Well, the militia got word of that. And until her surveillance system is completely in place, there are guards outside her home, and you'll never see them. And there's more than one. Anyone like that in this country, hey, look, call the Oath Keepers. Just go right here on YouTube and call the militia. Tell them what's going on. Believe me, they will get back with you. If you're in my area, absolutely. I'll be a guard. I'll stand out there all night. Doesn't matter to me. Stop all this bull crap. All you kids out here, what you're doing, you're hurting yourself. You don't know. You just do not realize how much better this is going to be for your children. But you may screw that up bad if you don't end this. And all of you that's being put together for massive riots in cities all around this country on January 20, I would advise you to back off. That probably would not be a good idea, because this country is going to change in an instant. When he puts his right hand up, he'll lay it on a holy Bible too. He won't put his hand on a desk or on a Quran. It'll be a Bible. And when he puts his hand up, these guys, all you thousands out there that'll be rioting, you're going to be shut down really quick. That Obama free ride is over. Jody Wolf Expoz.